Now, as far as running the teams, I have a very straightforward plan. You hire somebody based on their vision. Does it match yours? Do they play the kind of ball you want to play? But here's the thing. If you hire them because they tell you their philosophy and their plan, then I want to see them implement their plan. So what I ask for in advance of every game is a full game plan. I want them to anticipate the opponent. They write it up. This is what the opponent's going to do. This is what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to respond. And I look at it. I read it. I don't talk to them about it. And I say one thing. Great. Thanks. Have fun. I say that before any game. At the end of the game, I never call them right at the end of it. I don't yell. I'm not upset. Some of my best games that I've watched as an owner have been losses because I see the teams doing what the coach wants. And then maybe a day later, what do I say? If going into it, I say have fun. Coming out of it, I say, what did you learn? And so we lost a game 2-0 to Santos in Luis Castro's first year. Our fans were pissed. I walked out of there so happy. It was away. It was the first time I saw the players sort of implementing his plan. So I see his plan. I hold him accountable to his plan. Does he stay with his plan? Now, Renato Paiva, why did we terminate him after he just beat PSG? He'd broken his own principles. He moved away from his plan. We hired him because he had sort of 5 vertical lanes of spacing. He's a positional coach. He, very good educating players on where to be on the field in different sort of moments and different thirds. And then honestly, our fans beat the crap out of him down there. There's a lot of pressure down there. Started breaking his principles, started going defensive. We're playing on our heels. We should have beaten Atletico Madrid. We should have beaten Palmeiras. We're a better team than Palmeiras.
So you fired this guy at the Club World Cup?
When he breaks his principles, and that was 10 games developing, we saw this happening.
Just after he'd beaten PSG?
Yeah, but the decision was made over the course of 10 games. And you can...
And did you have the decisive say, get rid of him?
Of course. But I said to him, Coach, I go, what's the best game you ever played in your life as a coach? And he said, well, PSG. I go, what do you think my best game was as an owner? And he starts to look. And I said, PSG. I go, but this is not PSG. You're playing Palmeiras today. It's time to play football. So go out there and beat the crap out of them, right? What did we do? We sat back on our heels and we watched them advance. So for 10 games, he was getting more and more defensive. He was breaking his principles. And when you break your principles, you've got to go.
You're going to get your head handed to you by the British media. They're going to categorize you absolutely, unequivocally as an overreaching owner.
Yeah, well, we win cups, don't we?
Then that's the answer, isn't it?
You want entertainment.
Listen,
what do you think of the Club World Cup?
I don't make these decisions individually. If the entire football department comes to me and says, we have to make a decision on this coach, we make it.
Yeah.
I don't just come flying in and fire people.
Sure.
That was happening over a course of 10 games. We could see the arc of the coach changing. I think this guy's an incredible coach, Paiva, but in his next job, he's got to sort of stick with his principles. He can't let the screaming fans in Brazil. I mean, they're brutal.
Did you personally sack him, or did you put the word out? That's time up.
I tried to do it directly, but I thought it would have been really rude to do before getting back on the plane, coming back on the World Cup.
But it's a fascinating insight to the thought process, because I remember years ago, not to superimpose myself in the conversation, Trevor Francis was my manager, asking him to write a blueprint of how we're going to get better, because we'd just finished 10th in the league. The previous season he'd come, when he'd come over, we were top of the league. I asked for a blueprint. He wrote a blueprint. I said, "It's crap. This is no good. It's the same thing. It's more of the same." He said, "It is more of the same." I said, "More of the same got us 10th. I don't want you here." Now, that's, for me, as a commercial man and a football thinker, is a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah.
But in the British press, that's like an owner's overreach. No.
Well, running a company, guys that, look, I'm not a football guy. It's just I have to judge people based on what did you bring to me? Are you sticking with your principles? Are you executing your principles? Because the entire organization is trying to form around a coach and get on the same page.
Sure.
You're recruiting players. Down at Botafogo, we say smart, technical, and fast. Fast with the ball, fast with your feet. We want this ball moving around like crazy. We want the defense to be dizzy, disoriented. We want to be able to create space, right? This is our philosophy, the Botafogo way. So we're all on board with this. And when the coach comes and he's on board with it and we hire him and there's a match, and then he starts going the other way, the entire football department comes to me and says, we have to do something.
Yeah.
So I do.